First-time DUI offenders in Florida may soon have the option to remove the crime from their permanent record. But there's a catch. In order to hide that conviction, offenders must place a DUI interlock system in their car for at least 6 months. ABC 7's Jess Dowdrick is live in downtown Sarasota to explain what the system does and what this means for drivers. Jess?
Good evening. The first draft of this new House bill wanted to make it mandatory for all first-time DUI offenders to have an ignition interlock system put into their cars. But that changed at a committee meeting yesterday. It's no longer mandatory, but instead an option that has some benefits for the driver. Every single day, Sarasota drivers are hitting the streets after having one too many drinks.
In 2016, we had over 600 DUIs in Sarasota County, and that number is just Sarasota County Sheriff's Office, so that doesn't include any other agencies as well. So it is a problem.
A problem that hits close to home for some local deputies.
We've had 2 deputies in the last, I think, 2 months who have been hit by drunk drivers themselves.
And residents are taking notice.
You can't help but pick up the newspaper on a daily basis and see people going the wrong way on 75 or something, which is totally scary, unacceptable.
Statistics show that these devices have stopped more than 8,900 drunk driving attempts in Florida last year alone. They're called ignition interlock devices and work like a breathalyzer. It prevents a vehicle from starting if the driver has been drinking. There are already 9,000 of them in vehicles throughout the state, and there could soon be more.
Anything that would help slow down that kind of a problem, I think is worthwhile trying.
A bill currently in the State House offers first-time DUI offenders the opportunity to put an interlock system in their car for 6 months. In exchange, if the driver does not attempt to drink and drive, the DUI would be hidden from the driver's permanent record. It's an option that can be court-ordered, or the drivers can volunteer to do so.
I cannot imagine anybody that could afford it who would pass up the opportunity.
DUI attorney Tom Hudson says these devices are at the driver's expense. They typically cost between $80 and $100 each month. And even though a successful completion means a sealed record,
don't count on it being completely invisible because the internet is forever. You can have your record sealed and you may still wind up having your mugshot show up somewhere.
But Hudson says it would mean that drivers could answer that they were never convicted of a DUI when applying for a job. It's what some locals are calling a win-win.
I think everybody deserves a break, and if they're willing to, go through with this and prove to themselves and others that they're in good shape, I think they deserve a break.
The bill does not change anything for repeat offenders, only those committing the crime for the first time. Now, this bill does still need to go through 2 more committees before it'll go to the House floor. Of course, we will keep you updated right here on ABC 7 as the bill progresses. In Sarasota, Jess Dowdrick, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.